Okay, good evening. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. What we'll be sharing with you tonight or today, wherever you are in the world, is the most significant health science breakthrough of our lifetime. A category-creating breakthrough, a very advanced breakthrough, which is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. That, for 2 decades, science had declared was impossible. Now, before we tell you what this is, I want to jump in and very quickly tell you what this is not. This is not a vitamin. This is not a mineral. This is not an antioxidant formula. It's not secret herbs, spices, exotic berries, fancy juices, super shakes, essential oils, magic magnets, alkaline waters, electrolyte waters, laser lights, roots from a magical 5,000-year-old tree, lotions, potions, gadgets, or any of the other good stuff out there. There's a lot of very good health products out there. But what I want to be crystal clear about is that what we're going to share with you this evening goes beyond nutrition. Goes beyond mere ingredients. And the technology you're going to hear about this evening can do things that no other product on the planet can do. All right, so what we're talking about this evening is REDOX, ASEA redox cell signaling technology. Now, it contains active redox molecules. These are the same cellular messages made natively within your body that affect gene expression in a positive way, helping to protect healthy cells, repair unhealthy cells, replace damaged cells, and keep cells functioning at optimal levels. And we are all made of cells. However, with age, diet, stress, toxins, and all sorts of other environmental insults, our cells break down and our body's ability to make redox molecules declines daily. As such, our cells break down even more, and so with it does our health, our wellness, and our vitality. Now, ASEA takes science seriously and is highly committed to ongoing research with world-renowned universities and leading laboratories, proving the potential of redox signaling supplementation, demonstrating the safety and efficacy of the redox products, certifying them as safe and effective in everybody. Now, ASEA redox users enjoy cell signaling benefits, which translate to health at its most foundational level. ASEA redox has been scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and affect genes that improve immune system health, which is extremely relevant right now. Help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, and modulate hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. Additionally, ASEA redox has also been scientifically tested and shown to enhance your body's own production and effectiveness of antioxidants by up to 800%. It's also been shown to lower oxidative stress, and ASEA redox is 100% safe for everybody. Any health challenge and/or any health goal that you can think of, redox users and health and wellness experts are seeing just remarkable results. Now, we've spoken a little bit about cellular health from the inside out, but we're also able to help people achieve this redox supplementation and this cellular health repair and replenishment from the outside in, excuse me, using our Renew Advanced technologies. Again, all clinically tested, all safe for all skin types, and extremely, extremely effective. Rather than explaining to you what's in it, let's show you what it does. All right. Seeing really is believing. And as you're going to see on your screen, you're going to see some anti-aging effects. Well, in more to the point, you'll see some age-reversing effects, but you're also going to see elasticity coming back to the skin and inflammations and irritations and aggravations. Other signs of poor health to the skin being rejuvenated, being repaired as skin cells are able to operate better and heal themselves and replace themselves more efficiently with enhanced levels of redox signaling molecules that cell-to-cell communication is amplified, and so is the health and rejuvenation and repair of the body. Now, have a look at Rosie here. This is one of our classic photos. This lady here, Rosie, believed that the products were not working on her. So the moral of the story here is always take good photos. Speaking of good photos, this is Dr. Marty Moran, who decided to do a scientific experiment on his very own face and use Renew 28 on only half of his face and not the other. Can you tell which side he did use the Renew Advanced products on and which he did not? All right, if you're saying your left or his right, you are correct. And again and again and again, when I show this picture has helped me and so many other people around the world because Dr. Marty Moran decided to walk around like a weirdo for a while and look how his glasses are slanted and how the lines are more prevalent on one side, even there's more sagging on one face to the other. And so, no, seriously, Dr. Marty Moran, if you're out there listening, thank you very much. Again, we always appreciate this photo. It's not two photos put together, by the way, folks. This is one photo with a line drawn down the center. And it's not just for your face. You could put Renew 28 on any part of your body externally on your skin, and you will see age reversing and rejuvenating effects. But we also have people have issues that occur on the inside of their body. And of course, supplementing the Redox drink is very, very good for that. But Renew 28, our Redox revitalizing gel, is twice the concentration of our drink and also extremely effective from the outside in as well. This mark that my good friend Sepp Hock from Queensland, from the Sunshine Coast, Australia, this mark that he had on his body is the type of mark that nobody would want on their body, that worries even medical experts. And through a few simple lifestyle choices being altered, and Sepp increasing his Redox levels from the inside out and the outside in, he was able to see the doctor twice, a doctor that never expected to see him, or doesn't see patients like him more than once. Now, folks, the truth is that with every great breakthrough does come great opportunity. Now, ASEA is based in Nobel Prize winning research. To date, there are just shy of, in fact, we might be slightly nudging that now, 20,000 peer-reviewed medical studies that have been published on redox signaling. Very difficult to keep up with because there's about 150 studies coming out almost every single month. Over 1,500 medical textbooks have been written on redox signaling molecules. So they are very real and very validated. Now, ASEA is heavily patented. So nobody else in the world has redox signaling molecules in a bottle, in a tube, as ASEA does. Therefore, we have no copycats because of our patents. We have no competition. No one in the world has what ASEA has. No one. Now, ASEA holds massive opportunities across all areas of health, across all health science sectors. Healthcare and wellness, sports science, athletic performance, beauty, skincare, anti-aging, longevity. Now, our stated mission here at ASEA is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. We want to help a lot of people. And we can't do that all on our own. And so we look for people to help spread the word about redox. And ASEA gives you the opportunity to earn commissions just by sharing redox with others. You receive a residual income, not only from the ongoing purchases made by everyone you refer to ASEA, but also from the purchases made by every single person they and others also refer, just like when you recommend a good movie, restaurant, cafe, book, or whatever. People tell people who start to tell other people who then begin to tell even more people, and that's without limits, borderless. There is no limits. We are worldwide. ASEA is currently operating in 35 markets, 35 countries, and we're opening up new markets almost every single year. And based on existing trends, the annual turnover by the company is predicted to exceed $500 million over the next 5 years. However, some out there are saying that this is quite conservative, and they believe that the company could get to $1 billion company very possibly very soon. So for people looking for an extra, and this might be more relevant again today than any other time right now, in more ways than one, this information is very relevant. For people who are looking for a supplementary or a part-time or a full-time or maybe a big time or maybe a legacy leaving income, for business-minded people, ASEA is an opportunity to be paid a residual commission from the growth of their global expansion. And folks, let me tell you, there is nothing better than making a living from bettering people's lives. It does get a little bit better though, because what's also chucked in there is you get to join forces with other people who are also being a force for good in the world. You get to link arms, and you can even be rewarded with all expenses paid trips to 5-star luxury locations around the world. These are some of the photos of the great people that we've gotten to meet and be friends with, and some of the great locations that my wife and I, Sarah, have gotten to travel to as rewards from the company as well. And you really do get to have a great time with your family and really good friends from around the world. Now, the redox signaling molecules in ASEA are so impactful on the human condition that pharmaceutical companies offered to pay millions of dollars for the sole rights to the ASEA technology. However, they wanted ASEA to shut down and take everyone off redox. Thankfully, however, founder of ASEA, Virtus Norton, said no to the payout and yes to the people already experiencing the greatly needed to them life-changing power of these redox signaling molecules. And so, as demonstrated in this very first and very important decision, and in every other decision since, ASEA always puts people and principles before ego and economics.
On an afternoon in November 2007, a corporate jet waited in a hangar at Salt Lake International Airport. Its 4 passengers, scientists and executives from a global pharmaceutical company, were locked in negotiations with 3 men in a nearby building. They started getting on the phone about noon back east, and they kept doing that at about 2 o'clock. They walked in the room and said, okay, we're convinced you've got something here, and it's significant enough that we will write you a check big enough that you won't want to talk to anybody else.
We said, we'll call you tomorrow. And we immediately adjourned into our conference room again to discuss the offer that they put on the table.
How these men came together and the decision they made that day is the story of ASEA's genesis.
I was asked to sit on a board of a small company that had been working on a technology for about 15 years, numerous patents, a lot of research, and they were actually producing a product using salt and water. And when they told me that, they wanted me to go on their board. I said, well, you're going to have to convince me that this is real. How can you produce something from salt and water? And they said, we have a lot of research, extensive research, $10 or $15 million worth of research. The company that owned it was publicly traded, and they merged that company with an energy company, and after a period of time, 6 or 7 months, they started selling off assets.
He let me know that he was on the board of directors and there was this opportunity that was coming up on a product. He thought was wonderful.
But I told him, I said, you know, they have something here that they don't know what it is, and it's a lot more than they think, but they haven't figured it out. And I said, I'm tempted to put a group together. In fact, I think I am going to put a group of investors together. I'm going to take a run at the company.
Well, that was my opportunity. I pulled out my wallet, filled out a check out of the wallet. Virtus, whatever you need, we're going to do this.
And he wrote this check out for a very big amount of money. He said, there's more behind that. Let's go put an offer in. I said, are you serious?
Now, I didn't know anything about the product or the company, but I knew Virtus, and I was betting on Virtus. I knew that Virtus had done his research. I knew that Virtus was not going to lose. We were giving the product to people to try, to see if they would take the product. We went through a lot of what we call focus groups to see if people would actually take this regardless if they liked the taste or didn't like the taste, or if it helped them, or how quick it helped them.
After 2.5 months, we decided to go out and do an assessment of the 40 people that we had given the product to. And when we went out to do an inventory, we found out that 40 people had turned into 135 people. And not only that, the product had gone to 20 different countries. When people found out what it was doing for them, they didn't hesitate to shoot it off to foreign countries, wherever they happen to be, Egypt, and South America, and Europe, and then come back and say, I just need more product. In the meantime, we had contacted a friend, someone that Jim Peck knew, that we had played golf with. And he was running a very big pharmaceutical company in New Jersey, about $10, $11 million. And he finally agreed to send a group of people out and spend some time with us and see what we had come up with. So 4 people flew out on a plane, and we met in the conference room we had on the west side of the city for the better part of the day. We spread all of the research that we had out on the table.
These gentlemen asked all the right questions. They thoroughly went through all of the science that we had, and as they do that, they'd call back to their headquarters and ask questions. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they came to us, and they said, we think you've got something really special here. We're going to write you a check that is large enough that you don't want to talk to anyone else. But there's a catch.
And I said, what's the catch? And they said, you've got to shut it down. And I said, shut what down? And they said, you've got 135 people on this product right now. Shut it down. People have problems all the time. They deal with them as best they can. You're going to have to walk away. And that kind of took us back a little bit. In fact, I said, that seems a little harsh to me. And they said, you want to work with us, you walk away. We said, well, we'll let you know. So we ushered them out of the building, and we huddled around the conference table.
We came to realize that this had changed for us from a business play to something very important. This was a cause. This was a responsibility. We'd seen too many people helped by this product.
My wife questions why I'm doing this. She said, you've retired more than once, and it's time for you to join me, and let's enjoy the golden years, if you will. But recently, my son asked me to come down and join he and his family, and we went to a church gathering, and there was something going on he wanted us to be a part of. And while we were there, a young lady came up, and he introduced me to this young lady, and she broke down and started sobbing. And she had a health challenge in her family that was really severe, and she was introduced to a SIA, and because of what a SIA did, she was just grateful. So I find it hard to talk about, but that's a reason.
Okay, so what we're going to do in just a moment, we're actually going to bring a special guest on this evening so that we can have a chat with her about her redox experience. But what I invite you, I want to thank you first and foremost, though, for listening to me this evening or today, wherever you are in the world. But I'm going to bring in one of our special guests. And in the meantime, let me just stop the share here, perhaps. In the meantime, if you have any comments that you would like to make, you can pop that into the chat box. And then maybe at the end, I can spend a few minutes and try to answer them as best as I can. So let me just grab our special guest. Now, this lovely lady, her name is Heidi. And I'm just going to bring you in now, Heidi, so your camera will come on. Just give a couple minutes for that to happen. All right, here we go. All right, Heidi, are you there? You'll just have to unmute your mic.
Okay.
Perfect.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
It is not starting the video. I don't know why.
Okay, let me see if I can help with that. Oh, here we go. Try now.
There it is.
Go. Hey,
How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Awesome, awesome. Well, everyone, this is Heidi, and I'm really grateful that you're here this evening, Heidi, because you're going to share with us a redox experience. But before you do, why don't you tell the folks here where you're from?
I'm from Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
Wow, awesome. And you're enjoying your self-isolation there?
Yeah, as well as we can, being stuck in a house with my teenagers.
Yeah, it gets a bit crazy. All my boys are locked in the room right now playing with their toys.
Yes.
So everything stays a
Yes.
bit quiet.
Exactly.
Awesome. So could you share with the folks here how you found out about ASEA and maybe how long you've known about it?
Okay, I think now it's been almost 3 months. I found out about it from Tiffany, a good friend of mine who I've worked with before, and we've done a lot of different things together. She told me about the products and basically said it was very important for me to try them right away. So I came to her house and I tried them, and immediately I started to, excuse me 1 second.
That's okay.
Stop right now. Children, yes, teenagers. They always want to. They can't hear that I'm doing something.
I can totally appreciate that.
So I've had a lot of different things that I've struggled with in my life, from anxiety. Well, I guess I can't say that. From just different things of pain and dealing with life, going through a divorce. So it's been a rough 3 months. And I've really noticed that being on the ASEA, I'm feeling so much more relaxed than I thought I would be, going through this insane life change that's going on. I've noticed my skin has changed dramatically. I love using the topical on my face. My wrinkles on my face are almost gone, so I'm loving that. I'm fighting creeping up on 50, so I'm very thankful that I don't look my age. I've been losing weight like crazy, and I can't help but think that it's helping by keeping my stress levels down and keeping me on more of an even keel, basically just helping me to feel better in general. I think that's the key. I sleep good at night now. I'm more relaxed. I can deal with my teenagers better, which is a full-time job. I have teenage daughters, so that's never a dull moment.
Yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that.
Yeah.
So forgive me, sorry if I missed it. How long have you been using ASEA for?
It's been almost 3 months now.
Oh, almost 3 months. Okay. And how much of it on
Yeah.
average do you use a day?
I would say I'm only doing about an ounce a day. I'm not doing the second one at night.
Oh, so 2 ounces. One of
feeling
those
good
cups.
with just
You're doing
one
one
of
of
the
those
cups.
cups?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
so
2
2
ounces. Awesome.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And
And
sometimes
I've noticed a major difference in my skin, especially. My skin has cleared up so much because I tend to have a lot of stress breakouts, and it's really been much better than it ever has in the past.
That's awesome. So using the drink and the gel, the
Yep.
Redox and the Renew.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. And folks, just to put that into perspective, 2 ounces is considered, really the minimum amount. My wife's commenting on how amazing you look, by the way. She thinks you're beautiful. I better look out. And, a lot of people actually consider 4 ounces a day. So 2 of those cups that come with the box, or for us Aussies, 120 mils a day is considered by most people to be the minimum amount. So you're doing less than that, getting some really good results over these months. Now, you also mentioned, I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, sometimes I get my conversations mixed up, but I think you did, before all of this happened, of course, you did some long distance travel and noticed better comfort. I think you were experiencing some pain issues. Is that right?
I did have a lot of pain issues, yes, in the past. And I had started to get myself to a better place. My pain levels were down, and this is all that I'm taking now. And it's maintaining my pain levels pretty much non-existent.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I have. Yeah, I've noticed a major difference in that.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Well, I really appreciate you jumping on, Heidi. Is there anything else you wanted to say real quick before we wrap it up here?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
you've said
I
heaps
don't think
good.
so.
Yeah, you've said a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate you coming on. I'm really glad that we've gotten connected through this. And I'm really excited about the amount of people that you can help, because I know you can, and I know you are, and I know you will. So I really appreciate that.
Great.
Awesome,
Thank
folks.
you.
Yeah, no, thank you, Heidi. All right, folks. Well, that's the end of our little presentation here. I hope it was of some value to you. I hope that it was definitely of some interest to you in these times. If we can be of any assistance to you, let me go ahead and stop the recording here.